Stub tonight, and everyone agreed that the person who could, no one could represent Stub's role in Sugarloaf any better than John Christie. It's been an exciting day today, hearing about the plans of the merger and Sugarloaf's future. So what better time to reminisce about Sugarloaf's early beginnings. John was a manager here in the 1960s, and certainly times have changed. His apartment was in the Base Lodge, and Amos sold tickets upstairs around the corner. Certainly times are a lot different today, and the plans for the future. It's hard to believe this is all in the same time period. Nobody can give us the flavor of what Sugarloaf was like any better than John Christie. So John, thank you for coming.
This reminds me of, some of you may remember that back in the early 1960s, we hired a fellow to come here and run the Sugarloaf Area Association. I first met him when he and a fellow by the name of Gil Krause, who played the banjo, came to sing at the Red Stallion, sing and entertain at the Red Stallion. And that fellow, who was from Holiday Valley, a little ski area south of Buffalo, New York, by the name of Judge Strunk, we hired to run the Sugarloaf Area Association. I moved out of the apartment in the Base Lodge, the aforementioned apartment in the Base Lodge, and Judd and Bill Jones Jr. and I rented a chalet by the Sugarloaf Inn, and with nothing better to do in the summer nights in 1963 and 64, we started to sing together and called ourselves the Sugarloafers. Some of you who went to Louis' Steakhouse in Winthrop or over to the Saddleback Motor Inn every Thursday night in the summers of 63, 64, and 65, or on the ski show circuit may remember having heard the very loud Sugarloafers with one good banjo player, Judge Strunk, and one good singer, Judge Strunk, and one good bass player, Billy Jones, and I was the other person who was there. But I think of all that. I need a flashlight to see my notes here. I say that because this reminded me of our first paid singing engagement in the summer of 1963 was at Le Motel Roger, Roger Levine's motel in Stratton. And the first night that we sang, they stood us in a back corner right in front of the doors to the men's and ladies' rooms were side by side, and they stood us right in front of the men's and ladies' room doors. And so we'd be singing away, and then someone would need to go to the bathroom, so we kind of divide and let them in the bathroom. There'd be this flood of light on our backs as the bathroom doors opened, and the bathroom doors would close. Then we'd be singing, and we'd hear this whoosh, and the door would open, and we'd step aside, and the offending party would pass through the singing group. And we said to Roger, we think there might be a better way to focus on the entertainment than just having occasional light on their back from the men's and ladies' room doors. And Roger did agree that he would make provision for that. The following Saturday, the following Saturday night, we got there, and there hadn't been any change made in the presentation. So we called Roger and said, Roger, remember you said you'd have it set up a little differently. He said, oh shit, forgot. So we said, wait a minute. So he went and got some orange crates and found another corner and got some, I don't know if they were old tables or something, and stood us up on these orange crates. It was still a very dark corner, but removed from the restrooms. But we said, Roger, before we go, remember you said we wanted some light that was going to shine on us. Said, okay, we'll do something. So we went out and started to sing. Still, it was very dark, and then all of a sudden, I looked, there was the glow of this light coming from about halfway back in the bar there at Roger's. And I looked a little closer, and Roger had a daughter by the name of Germaine. I don't know if any of you knew Roger's daughter, Germaine. I looked, and there, standing, leaning up against one of the posts, holding a gooseneck desk lamp, was Germaine Levine. That was the spotlight on the entertainment.